Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I have come over here. Is my city is the biggest hill in our my city, and I have come over here for to tell about the situational English, how exactly in the situation is spoken. Okay, so let me give you let I will show you how exactly the situation is over here. You can see behind there are the largest stones over here, and when I was a little child, when I was young, that time I used to come over here for only for a wandering purpose. I used to come with my friends, with my family members, and my family always come over here only for to sit here. Whenever I feel something awkward or something stressed, then I used to come over here. And when I was in 12th class, in the 12th class I used to study over here because I did not have chance to do study at my home because my home was too short and too small, so that's why I could not study at my home. Then when I was come over here, then I saw many of places over here you can study. Then I started to learn over here and I passed out. So let's see how exactly I'm going to tell you about in this place. So when I was a younger, I think I was in 11th or 12th class. So I used to come over here for studying. But after having passed my 12th class, then I started to learn my journey to speaking English. But in that time, I did not have any stuffs to read or write. Whatever I do, then I started something tenses to learn, and I learned a lot. Then I had something on my mind: if I will do best in grammar rules, then definitely I will start to learn English. But it not helped me a lot because I did not have in my mind how actually English is spoken. But definitely sometimes later I got the chance to be a methods how exactly the English is acquires. So I start the and I saw one video, and I saw one video. In that video, the one lady was claiming that if you want to learn English, then definitely you have to avoid these things, just like to learn grammar, because the grammar only give you or the rules. If you want to crack any exam, then definitely you should go with the grammar rules. But if you want to actually speaking English, then it will not help you to understand English language. Then you should go with three steps. The first one is an listening part. Listening is the most important thing if you want to learn English. Many of people, they don't know understanding, they don't know how exactly the listening power is. Whenever we are child, then how did you learn this language? Because I had on my mind it is a tenses and it is all these things, or what exactly the stuff is, we really don't know. Then how did you learn this? Because I had in my mind what's our parents speaking, only we should imitate, we should copy them, and we copied with our family members and my friends, and that we started to learn English. Then the listening is a very important part if you want to learn English. And the many of people, they don't understand. I don't know why they are always stuck with the grammar rules. It will never help you. If you want to be a speaking English, then stop doing today and start to listening first, because listening is the foundation. I will tell you, just like a little child also, whenever they want to speak, then definitely he start to imitate. Can do these things, it will help you a lot. Just like listening helped me a lot. The second one is that the reading. The second one is reading. Reading also very helpful for whenever if we want to learn English, because whenever we read, then you can find out many of vocabulary words, and the vocabulary words very important. if you learn any language, because if you don't know the meaning of that words, whatever you are going to speak, then how can you become a fluent in English? You have to stuck many times whenever you don't know English language. Then first of all, start reading, because listening give you the voice, listening give you the many of things, just like reading give you the vocabulary words and how exactly the sentence is speaking, okay, the pronunciation of that words, the so many of things are happening. It will help you, if helpful for you to understanding well, because in reading time you are collecting so many of information, as well as you are finding a grammar rules and so many of things if you are finding out only for the reading time, okay. The third one is writing. So in first one is a reading and listening, the both are the passive things. It will help you to consuming your mind, whatever you are consuming from reading and listening, then the consuming mind start to speak automatically. Then how exactly you are coming in activeness, then the first one is, and the first one is writing, okay. So writing is that if you are writing, okay, you listen a lot, you read a lot, and you have learned so many of vocabulary words, then start to actually work on your activeness, exactly come out, okay. So first of all, when you start to write, then you start to think how exactly the grammar is correct, okay, and you have learned so many of vocabulary words, then definitely you are going to use those vocabulary words in your writing space. Then what should you do? End of the day, at the night time, you should write down all the situational English what you had gone through in whole day. Then you need to start first at the morning time. What did you do? Okay, then first you got up, you freshen up, you had your breakfast, you read some newspaper, and at the evening time I played cricket and do work. At night I slept on this time. You can illustrate a whole day and write down in your notebook. It will help you to understand the situational English, and write them as if where the all kind of structures and all the structures, it should be used in your it should be used in your communication. So write down as if whenever it should be help you to all the structure you should be used in your routine life, okay. And the last one is speaking. Everybody wants to speak English, but if you are not going three methods, then you will not be able to speak in English, definitely. Because if you are thinking like that, you will be able to speak English without using three steps, then it will never be happened in your life, okay. Then if you have been gone through these three important methods, which is listening, writing, which is reading, writing and reading, if you have gone through these three methods, then definitely the fourth one will help you. Then how will help you? Then speaking English, because what you have learned from the reading, listening and writing, then you can start with the speaking English. Then how can you start to speak English? Because you have consumed a lot, you listened a lot, reading a lot, and you write a lot, then definitely the speaking start automatically. But first, don't try to be unnatural way, just like using any nonsense stuff, the rules. No, whatever you want to speak in out of your mouth, then definitely start. Don't worry about the grammar rules. Whenever you start to learn English by heart, then you can start the English with the professional. Many of things, whenever you start, because speaking is a really important part if you want to learn any kind of language. If you are not going to practice your English, then how did you get know, then how will you get know about how exactly you are speaking language? If you are making mistakes in initial days, then it's okay, don't fearful of that, because everybody makes mistakes while they are speaking English, while they're learning something new. Then don't be fear about if you are making mistake. It will it will really useful, because many of people, they gets mistakes, and that's why they stop their journey to learning English. Don't stop that, because once you stop, then you will go back, because many times people stop them because they are not looking progress, and that time they get understand why they are doing like that things. So my first suggestion is this: continuously you should do all four things. Then you will gradually start to spark of yourself and try to be fluent in English, and it will help you to understand exactly the structures, the vocabulary words, the situational English. And until you will not be experiencing the language, then how can you speak? Definitely it will be more harmful for you. And go with these four steps, just like I had gone through when I was studying English, and just like I am also now practicing. If I will stop the practicing of speaking English, then definitely my English started to deteriorating automatically. You need not to do anything. Many times I have seen, when I was also just like you people, uh, when I was in learning process, then I did not see any improvement in my life, in my fluency of English. Then I stopped for 3 months, then I was back. I think I forgot all those things whatever I had learned. And when I got no, and I rejected in one interview, then I got no's, then it English is very important. Then I again start to learn English, and finally i reached that I reached that part where I should be. Then again I start to learn English, and right now I'm speaking with you. Definitely it helped me a lot. Many of people was teasing me while I was learning English, but whenever you start to learn English, definitely many of people teasing you, making fun of you. This is change, this is the life. Everyone not happens just like you are thinking in your mind. Okay, so today's for all. In upcoming days, definitely I will make some more videos for you, and whatever coming across any situational English, then definitely I will make the videos for you. Thank you.